Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. If you stay with me to the end of this video, at the end of the race I shall include some bonus overtakes that I've done, having clipped 2 or 3 races on the first day at Rudskogen here. So here we are, we're starting in 11th, just trying to see if we can make our way onto the podium. Never the easiest task at Rudskogen, there aren't that many overtaking opportunities. So 4,800 revs, there or thereabouts. A nice start there. That's 2 gone. Managed to get the third before 2-1. So I'm going to take this nice and easy, see what's happening. Don't want to get too involved if anyone has an off. He's gone wide, so I'll just nip in there. He's very wide out on the outside. As I say, always tuck inside. As well as being the best defence, it's also the fastest. So we're up to 6th. We've got Duvan up ahead. If I can just nip here. This is a favourite of mine, inside of turn 4 on cold tyres. Everyone's taking it quite easy. So there are easy pickings to be had. We've got Ben Rogers leading the race, then Kemp Poulin. Oh, someone's off. Me. I'm looking left and there's a load of cars coming. Very important to let everyone past, even if you're flustered and annoyed with yourself like I am right now. It's important to let everyone go past safely. You don't want to get reported or protested. Oh, some crashing going on up ahead, that's not going to harm me. Is he... Ooh, oh Jesus. Everyone's having a go. Right. So 11th to 5th to 12th, and now we're back in 9th. Little moment there. My tyre's currently toast from that spin that I had. So it just goes to show, everyone can spin. The important thing is not to pull out into traffic and just to trust yourself. You're going to have the speed to catch up on everyone. 1.6 behind Ivan. Be able to make that up in a lap. Someone else has run wide there, is it Cody? Yeah, so it's not ideal, but you know, it's a real recording, so this is the stuff we have to deal with sometimes. Nice through there. Going too wide won't help them. Yeah, when Ben had that off up there, just took my eye off the ball slightly and tried to change my line to avoid running towards him. Just got a little bit tail loose. Settled now into a rhythm again. Get through here on the inside. Nice and straightforward. He yielded that quite easily. Ivan up ahead of me now. He's 1.6k rating and a D license. I know mine says 2.7, but obviously this is the out that I use for all these dangerous things of running from the back. Between sticking to the inside and using his draft, I decided to go with his draft. Oh, okay. So he's stopping me passing on the inside. He's going to go on the inside. Let's see if we can stick it. It is a harder line. Nope. He's had a moment there. So obviously, if you are going to go through on the inside line through turn 4 and stuff, it's very beneficial to practice that before you get into a race situation. Don't just hot lap on the ideal fast line. Try some different lines. Lando ahead now, 0.7. Jason Goff just ahead of him. First big strength of field race of the week. The one where the championship points are really decided, because it's usually around 3k strength of field. Didn't go so well this morning. I was leading it, but unfortunately had a coming together with Thor Tullock, who I think is second in the championship. I'm in the lead. We had a big netcode incident around turn 1. Unfortunately, both gave each other room, and our racing service said nah. Ooh, he really had to check up there, so I just got on the inside. Wheels on the grass, but as I say, I practiced that line. Just allows a nice tight corner. Start getting after 4th and 3rd. See if I can recover from that first lap incident. 2.8 seconds ahead. Basically going to watch me hot lap for a couple of laps to see if I can try and get up to them. The head-to-head, I got them by 1.2 last lap. That was a 37.6. What's this one? 38.1. We did have to overtake someone. So you see that I never drop it into 3rd until I'm ready to go back on the throttle. If you drop it into 3rd too early or ahead of the apex, you're likely to see your arse end overtake your front end, which is never ideal. Too wide through there, that will slow them both down. I can just take my line, balancing the throttle and the brake. A little lift there. Okay, we're 0.7 off them. 1.2 is draft lock in the V's. Wide entry. Little moment, mid-corner. Okay, so now I've caught them. Now how do I get past them? It's always difficult when there's two together because the guy in front of you, the guy in the middle's also got a draft. Okay, he's run wide there. Just take that nice tight line. Slip back in. He's checking up a lot earlier. He's obviously doing a lift going up the S's there. Turns 6 and 7. Take this wide, so I can get on the throttle earlier, see if I can cut back to the top of the hill. No. So the race leader is 6.7 ahead. The guy in second's 5.8. It's a tall ask in a lap. We'll have a go. You never know, if they're fighting, they could always have an incident. 0.7 off them through turn 1. Seven's gone down to 5.3. Got another lap to come after this one. But I am holding a podium position. Wondering why I do have 2 accounts. I said before, I have one just to run the V Championship in, and then I have this on that I play about in all sorts of different cars that's got all the content on it, the tracks and the racetracks, cars. But it allows me to do things like this where I'm not having to worry about it ruining my championship points or anything. It has all been verified as being okay by iRacing. Came down 6.7 to 4.7 over the last lap and a half. Oh, hello. Is there enough time left yet in the last 3 corners? Chances are probably not. If the race was to the apex of T1, maybe. To get out the throttle there. And unfortunately, the start-finish line is just too early on into this straight. But still, I shall take a third quite happily after that error on the first lap. If you stay with me now, I'll play you some other overtakes and starts so you can get a feel of where might be a good place to overtake. Let's drive over there and say well done to Ken. Okay, so here we are with another start, and as always, I do the exact same thing time after time after time, and so many people don't, which is why you'll see me get a nice good start here, overtaking a few cars. Someone got stuck on the line, managed to take 2 places there. Guy in front of me here misses a gear, be aware of that. And then always at the first corner, if you take the outside line, it means you've then got the inside for the far longer, far more important T2. And then you just got to watch out for people obviously having offs. When we come up and over the hill, remembering everyone tries to take this one carefully because tyres are cold. So it does give you an opportunity. And there we are. So by the end of turn 4, I've managed to make up 6 or 7 places. On to the next. Okay, so here we are once again, just shy of 4,800 revs. Let's go off. Gradually put the throttle down fully. Make a nice early space. We're now 4 wide, so I want to get right over to the right-hand side. And as always, here around turn 1 on the first lap, I'm always wanting to take a really, really wide entry. I don't want people slamming in or locking up and hitting me by aiming for the apex. This guy checks up really quite hard. So I want to get through him as soon as possible. Stick to the inside. Obviously, I'm going a lot tighter than he is. It means the racetrack's a lot shorter. And we come up and over the hill. And as always, this is where I'm looking to attack. So do practice the inside line and the outside line. And it's lap 1, so what do we expect? The car goes, he does hold his brakes. And it allows me to move up from the back row up to 3rd place. And I'll fast forward through this next little bit. To show another place where I like to overtake. And it's the classic move down the inside of turn 1. Get really close with the draft so you've got the extra pace. Go on the inside, signal it nice and early that you're going to be going through there, and then you're braking a lot earlier. He backs off and make sure you cover the inside so he can't get the switch back. And there we are. Thanks again, and I shall see you for the next track guide next week. Cheers.